Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to another Magic Arena Explorer video. So we are now posting our second deck from the Phyrexia All Will Be One Explorer format, and today we are going deep down the rabbit hole into purist jank territory, and we are playing Azorius Panharmomicon. So this deck, if you saw the deck text that I posted the other day, this will be familiar to you, but it's a deck built around 8 of the same effect, 4 of which come from Panharmonicon, and 4 of which come from the new card Elesh, Norn, Mother of Machines. And that effect is essentially that a permanent entering the battlefield under your control, when it causes an ability to trigger, that ability triggers twice. So the deck is built around 8 copies of this effect. Please also note that Elesh Norn stops your opponent's triggers from happening as well, so that's some additional upside that will occasionally matter. But it's a Yorion deck, so it runs 80 cards, and it's all based around creatures and artifacts and enchantments that have enter the battlefield effects. So our creatures are Thraben Inspector, which investigates, Charming Prince, which does a bunch of things when it enters the battlefield, including blinking another creature, so you can kind of loop things and get a bit of a thing going. Spirited Companion and Thibblethip, which both draw a card. You have Eldrazi Displacer, which doesn't have an ETB, but instead exiles your other creatures, again for the blink effect. Skyclave Apparition, which many of you may be familiar with, a powerhouse in Standard and various other decks that exiles one of your opponent's non-land permanents. Reflector Mage, that bounces one of your opponent's creatures and stops your opponent from casting it on their next turn. Thought-Knot Seer, which looks at your opponent's hand and exiles a card. And then Cloud Blazer, which is a 2/2 flying that when it enters the battlefield, you draw 2 cards and gain 2 life. And so all of these effects are good on their own right, but particularly powerful when you are doubling them with either an artifact or an Elesh Norn. And previously this deck has lacked a degree of consistency. You simply didn't have the Panharmonicon, or when you played it on turn 4, that kind of tempo loss was so bad that you just couldn't then catch up again from not doing anything else. Elesh Norn doesn't have that problem because it may not technically do anything when it enters the battlefield, but it is a 4/7, so it holds up the ground forever, and if your opponent spends their next turn killing it, which they may well do because it is such a threat, then at least they've spent their turn doing that. So the deck also runs some removal, so we have 2 copies of Portable Hole, which you've seen many times. We have 2 copies of Touch the Spirit Realm, and 4 copies of the Might Stone and the Weak Stone. So if this triggers twice or 3 times, you can potentially kill 3 of your opponent's creatures, or kill 1 and draw 2 cards. You know, there's lots of utility in this. And we're also playing 3 copies of the Eternal Wanderer, which is an absurdly powerful planeswalker from the new set. So it's a 6 mana 5 loyalty planeswalker that can only be attacked by 1 creature. Each combat you can +1 to either blink one of your creatures or blink one of theirs, and crucially, if you do, it won't come back until the end of their turn, so it can also kind of clear a creature out of the way, stop them from using it. It's 0, creates a 2/2 white samurai with double strike, and it's -4, which you can use as soon as it enters the battlefield. You choose a creature that each player controls, and all other creatures are sacrificed. So you may have spotted that this is slightly different to the deck tech that I posted earlier in the week. I have adjusted it slightly. I've increased the number of Elesh Norns from 3 to 4. My initial thinking was I was concerned a little that if you end up with 2 in your hand, it's a bit depressing. But I think given that it is one of the key targets for your opponent to kill, and also this is an 80 card deck, I think it's worth having the consistency of drawing it more often. I also increased the number of Eternal Wanderers because I think that is an absurdly powerful planeswalker, and I just want to test it a bit more in the deck. So to do that, I just removed a couple of Glasspool Mimics because I think we have enough going on without necessarily having to copy all of our creatures. Then you have Yorion as the companion, so that can, when you need it, just come into your hand and then start blinking your creatures and other things for more value. The mana base is quite complicated because it's an 80-card deck, so it has 4 copies of the new blue-white fast land, various dual lands, but it also has quite a few of the deserts and the 4 pain lands. This is simply because you want to be able to cast your Thought-Knot Seer and also activate your Eldrazi Displacer. So you have quite a lot of those types of lands as well, which tap for colorless mana. But you can kind of peruse that in the deck list as you wish. And then in the sideboard, obviously we have Yorion, we have our counter spells for kind of control mirrors and other things. We have some more mass removal, so Cataclysmic Gearhulk, Farewell, Supreme Verdict, and then Portable Hole as kind of, and another Touch the Spirit Realm, a spot removal, and then 3 Rest in Pieces as graveyard interaction. So yes, this is a hell of a brew. It's not my own idea. This was a deck that initially I think Saffron Olive played on his YouTube channel, but this was before these new cards came out. So I'm interested to see how this kind of added effect from Elesh Norn and the Wanderer and the mana and all of the rest of it affects how this plays. It's been one of the decks I've been most excited to play. I think these 2 cards are 2 of the most powerful cards in the new set. Yeah, let's give it a go and see how it does against some of the other decks. Yes. This hand's okay. We have a bit of tempo play with the Reflector Mage. Would prefer a kind of earlier play, but I don't think we can mulligan that. We've got good mana. So let's open with a Seachrome Coast. Very exciting to play these cards. Oh, Fibblethip's a good one, so let's put him into play. Okay, so we can potentially bounce any. Okay, they've got Aetherborn, that's fine. So let's pop down a Darker Wastes. Let's bounce the Aetherborn. Attack with Fibblethip. Okay, that's a decent start. Bit of tempo going there. Our opponent seems to be on Black Devotion, so that's Misery Shadow, that's fine. Okay, he's going to hide back in the library. So I think I am happy to eat their shadow before it can accrue too much value. Play another land. Attack. So we've got some decent tempo going off here without needing to double anything yet. I think I'm happy to just kill that and swallow the ward cost because we have some excess land. Say go. Aetherborn is back. Okay, so let's play Displacer. And then I think we'll blink the Reflector Mage and send that back again. Sure, I'm happy to sacrifice that. So instead, let's just get rid of that permanently. Okay, they have the answer there. Yep. So let's copy our Reflector Mage. Send that back. Attack. I think I'm just happy to pop Yorion in my hand rather than play the Spirited Companion. Okay. So let's play Yorion. Okay, they've seen enough. That was pretty fun, not gonna lie. So let's see what we can do next. So what are we sideboarding in against mono black. I'll pop in a Dovin's Veto just in case, and a couple more portable holes. And I think we can take out what should we take out? I might take out one Eternal Wanderer. Maybe one Mightstone. Just clear the top of our curve a little bit. Yeah, let's do it like this. Let's just lower the curve so that we can kind of get under perhaps some of their later more powerful game pieces. Yeah, and I'm happy to try that. So we didn't need any of our doubling effects in that game, but let's see how we can do on the draw. So this isn't great, but we do have the Spirited Companion, and if we can draw a blue source of a land, it is very good. So I'm going to try. This might be a mistake, and we have Field of Ruin potentially to destroy Nykthos later in the game. Okay, they can take our Mightstone. That's fine. That's not doing anything for a while. Okay, let's play Iganjo. Okay, that's good. Let's play Spirited Companion. Sure thing. That is a favourable interaction for us. Okay, Trespasser's pretty good against Reflector Mage. So instead we will play something that can tangle with it in combat. Then hope for a land to play a couple of Thought-Knot Seers. Okay, they're just going to blow up our Field of Ruin, fair enough. So let's go fetch an island. Okay, so I think I'm happy now to just pay the ward and send this away, because we've got a glut of expensive cards, so that's not coming back for a bit. Oh yes, it is coming back. Yes, because of the because it's not the same card that I bounce back. That's an interesting interaction. Must remember that that happens. Okay, let's Fibblethip. Sure. Still no land, so let's pass the turn. We're holding them off reasonably okay at the moment, though. Yep, I'm happy to take this trade. No, looks like they've got a trick. Okay. Fibblethip's going to vanish into the library. Still no land. This is frustrating. Okay, let's play Charming Prince. Then I'm going to have to scry. Bottom both of those. Oh dear, oh dear. Okay, so they're going to hit us for a bunch here, possibly including with their hive. No, they're not using the hive. That's good at least. Okay, I'm just going to eat it now. Let's lose the Thought-Knot Seer. Okay, hopefully that stemmed the bleeding a little, though some land would be nice, as we've now been through 16 cards. Okay, we can portable hold that if we need to. I think we're probably, this is just going to be too much, I think. Yep, okay, that was pretty damn brutal there, with just no land in sight. So that happens sometimes. Let's go on. No, I'm happy with the configuration. We just need to draw a bit better. But that do be what happens sometimes. Oh, that was frustrating. Would have been great otherwise if we'd drawn that fourth land. Thought not see it a couple of times. Yep. We've got enough early going on here that I don't mind so much, so let's Thraben Inspector. Let's play Spirited Companion. Sure thing. Land is good. We are always happy to see land. Shieldred's Edict is fine. Let's play a Displacer. So if we get a fourth land, I think, because our opponent's start has been very slow, I'm happy to just Panharmomicon here, I think. Yep. Okay, that's not the land we wanted, but let's just pass the turn and then draw. Yes, you may do us 2 damage. Do have a veto if we need it. Misery Shadow is fine. Okay, let's... Good. So, do we just Panharmonicon here? I think we probably should. I think what they can do to us next turn will be sufficiently limited that I don't mind. Okie doke. So let's Cloud Blazer here. Okay, good draws, good draws. Sure thing. Okay, Arena's a fun one. So let's play a land. Let's play Portable Hole. Let's put that and that under the hole. Let's play Companion. Yeah, I'm happy just to apparition away their Murderous Rider and their Arena. Let's attack. So that was a pretty value-heavy turn for us there, and we've got Elesh Norn next turn. Sure thing. Let's fetch planes. So we're in a pretty commanding position here, I think. I suspect they may well give up the ghost when we're... Let's play it anyway, just for fun. Say go. Ooh, Extinction Event's a fun one, but I think we will pass on having that. Yep. Okay, so that is how Elesh Norn the Panharmomicon is supposed to work. Let's try another one, shall we? So yeah, that was some very silly stuff going on there. Who knows if this deck is consistent enough to ever actually make a proper splash, but my god, it's fun to play. Shame we didn't get to triple any ETBs there, but, you know, can't have everything. Waiting for our opponent. There we are. Double, yeah. We've got a lot going on and then nothing to do with it, so let's mulligan that. Ooh, that hand is also bad. Looks like our opponent's having the same problem. I don't think we can keep this one either. But, I don't like it. I do not like it at all. No, I do not. Yeah, okay, this is a fairly rubbish game one, I think. So they seem to be on Yorion value from Enchantments. Okay, let's just pop away their Omen of the Sea just because we can. I think if we don't draw a land next turn, I'll probably just concede, which is fairly disappointing. Okay, let's try playing a Spirited Companion. If we can chain a lot of lands together, we might not be entirely screwed. But we're fairly on the back foot here, having only 2 land. Okay, that's another good one. So let's pop our own Yorion into our hand. Okay, sure thing. Another Omen. Okay, they're going off a bit here. Auron's Epiphany. Also caused Arena to lag. That's how much how much that card annoys me. Okay, I think I've seen enough here. We just stumbled on land with a couple of terrible opening hands there. I think, let's see, 1, 3, 7, 9, 13, 17, 18, 19, 22, 23, 26, 27, 28, 29. Is there enough land in this deck? I mean, you draw a lot of cards. 29 doesn't feel like enough, does it? Trust me to net deck. 7, 10, 16, 20, 29. Maybe the curve is too high. This is becoming a theme now of these decks I'm trying, that they don't have enough land in. Clearly there's just too much exciting other stuff to put in. Okay, let's take out the portable holes, pop in the mystical disputes and the Dovid's vetoes. Yeah, let's try it like this. Okay. The reason I'm doing it like this is just to play around Censor rather than playing the tap land. Okay, let's... should have attacked first there, but I hadn't actually decided what I was going to do until I did it. So let's draw again. Okay, so we've got 4 land next turn, although this will be a tap land, so we can potentially play Displacer or something like that. Yep, okay, let's go to combat. Let's run this into a counterspell. No, okay, perhaps they're waiting to Wrath. They may have Supreme Verdict. No, okay. Well, if they're not going to do anything, then I'm happy to not do anything either, and I will just accrue value using my Displacer. Okay, the Wandering Emperor. Let's send away my Spirited Companion. Draw a card. Okay, Narset's a fun one. Interesting. Okay, I'm going to send these two after Narset because we need that off the board. Sure thing. In which case I'm just going to play Elesh Norn. They may well have a removal spell here, but I figured it was worth while their defences were down. Okay, Lyre is a fun one. And we know they have Mystical Dispute, so we can't send Lyra back with the Reflector Mage. So instead, let's play Companion. Draw 2. Oh no, that doesn't work. Blech. Oh god, I'm an idiot. Okay, let's pop Yorion in our hand. Say go. Not having the extra land there to play around Mystical Dispute is a problem. Sure thing. Let's go to combat. Send all of our creatures at Narset. Let's play a Charming Prince. Let's gain 3 life and scry 2. Still no land. This deck definitely needs more land. Okay, this is a learning point, as they call it. After this game, I'm going to go in and add probably 2 more lands. Okay, Wing and a Prayer. Okay. So you can go away. You can go away. Arena can stop lagging. We will pass the turn. Okay, their angels can't come back for the time being. Memory Deluge. Tap out, tap out, tap out. Okay, that was an interesting mistake to then concede on. Yeah, so my plan there was to then Thought Not Seer, snag both of their angels so that they can't come back, and hopefully take down their planeswalkers. They might have had counter spells, but I think that was probably the best line from that point. I'm happy with this configuration. As I say, when this match is over, I am going to go in and add some more land to this deck, because clearly 29 is not sufficient. I don't think we are finding we don't have enough a bit too often. I think 31 is probably more sensible, because you do, he says, yes, okay, now that would happen now. Okay, that's better. So let's pop the Wanderer away. Let's try and land Thibblethip. Thibblethip. Look at him. Look at that little cutie. I'm not sure of the lore of War of the Spark. I hope he survives. It'd be disappointing if he didn't. Okay, let's play Displacer. Okay, that not be Emperor mana, so that's good. Sure thing. I think I prefer Prince here, actually. Let's get some scry action in. Yeah, let's keep Panharmonicon on top. Okay. Funny noise. Oh, I suppose it's a Harmonicon. Tethers, okay, he's just outside the range of our apparitions. Is he going to pop? Yeah, that's fair enough. Okay, so let's play Displacer instead. Okay, let's try and bait them into using their Castle Ardenvale or their mana. Oh, stop it. Arena is really on one the last few days. Okay, Shark. Let's play Thought Not Seer. Let's eat their Lyra. Okay, they're going to shuffle away our Panharmonicon. Actually, I'm not that disappointed by that, because I think land is better. If we lose this one, I will be moderately frustrated because I feel it's probably to do with the land spells mix in the deck more than anything else. If we'd had land, I think we'd have been a much better position in all of these games. Sure thing. Crack the clue. Try and land a Cloud Blazer. No, okay. I'm happy to give this one up. I think there's some design flaws with the deck here that need correcting. So let's do that before we go into match 3. Ooh. That's fun. Yep. So Panharmomicon. So I think 2 more land I think is sensible. So let's add up. Let's go to 4 pathways. Let's take out the last glass pool mimic. And I think I'm going to take out 1 inspector. I think 3 is enough. Okay, we're going to try it with 31 land instead, and I think 1 more match. So I'll see you in a sec for match 3. Okay, we're back for match 3. I suppose that in the previous version of this deck, 29 lands might well have been sufficient, but remember we've added 4 5-drops with Elesh, Norn, and then 3 6-drops with the Eternal Wanderer. So yeah, I probably should have checked the land spell distribution was sufficient after that, but hopefully this will be better, although we'll probably proceed to flood out in every game we play now, because the universe has a vendetta against me, I'm sure. Opponent's mulligan twice. Welcome to my life. Okay. Red deck wins. Oh no, maybe not. Some sort of ah yes, the prowess deck of some description. So let's play Spirited Companion. Sure thing. Okay, let's play out our Thraben Inspector. Pass the turn. Then we can crack the clue at the end of their turn, hopefully draw a 4th land. Okay, they've got their Virtuoso online. So we are going to want to take that down as soon as possible. Sure, make them have it. Okay, let's play that. Let's play Thought-Knot Seer. Snag whatever they've got in their hand. It may just be a land. No, a God's Willing. Okay, that's fine. They can use that now. Better now than later. Yes. So let's Spirit Realm away there, Virtuoso. Still happy to just pass here until we get a bit more value on the board. Okay, they're popping Gigantha in their hand, that's fine. Okay, let's play Elesh Norn. Attack with the Thought Knots here. Okay, they've seen enough. Good, good. So I think more portable holes. Supreme Verdict. Cataclysmic Gearhulk here. And I think we can take out, again, probably most of the top end. So let's take out 2 Emperors, 2 Might Stones. I think that will be sufficient. I've never played this red-white prowess deck, actually. I should really give it a go, so I'm not really sure how it sideboards. Oh, we'll find out, I suppose. We haven't got to play the Wanderer yet, and I don't know if maybe it's just too slow for this format at the moment. If it is, it might be worth just reconstructing the Urza bit of the deck, just replace them with 3 copies of Urza, because that makes your Panharmonicons and Might Stones cheaper. I don't know, if we play it again I might try it with Urza instead, while we wait for our opponent to decide what they're doing. Hopefully they're not just sulking. Oh well, I'll pick this up again if they come back online. Okay, they did not, so we will do a 4th match, just as that wasn't really much of a game, so we'll do one more. Disappointing. I was hoping for a chance to actually see what we could do against that deck when it had a bit more of a decent opening hand. Our opponent did have to mull to 5 in game 1. But still, there's no need to throw a tantrum. Yep. So that's Spirited Companion. Okay, that's so we're certainly drawing our land this time. Opponent's also on Yorion, so maybe we're just... Oh no, it's... Okay, this is proper Yorion. Yorion Enchantments. Don't know why they've held priority here. Yep, let's eat their Birth of Meletus before they get the wall. Okay, they're thought seizing us. This will be an interesting one for them. Do they take the Wanderer or do they take the Reflector Mage? Yep, okay. Shame, I thought we might actually get to cast it that time. Okay, it's all inspectors all the time for our opponents, so we will match them on that. We will exile our Spirited Companion, play a land, say go. So we're certainly riding the value train here. Ooh, Kaya's Wrath is a fun one. But we have a good response in Thought Not Seer. Oh, interesting. Sure. So they're going to be able to kill the Seer. Okay, this is, yeah, black-white something or other. Okay, Treacherous Blessing. So let's scry 2, ditch both of those. Send away their creature. Put them under some pressure here. Say go. So they can use this sacrificing their Treacherous Blessing. That's a pretty neat interaction. Yep. Oh no, interesting. Okay. Maybe hoping to blink it later. They get to draw a card. Okay, they're just going to wipe our board here. That's okay. So let's Thought Not Seer. Let's snag their Demonic Pact. I think we can live without that in our lives. So yeah, black-white Yorion. Okay. Okay, they've effectively answered everything we've done so far. However, I do have something good to show them now. So once again, they can kill it, but this is proving very useful in their deck. Ooh, Elesh Norn, okay. So yeah, their deck is not dissimilar to ours. So I think next turn we -4 with the Emperor, leave them with their wall, but kill Elesh Norn. Nope. Choose the right one. Attack with our double striker. Sure. Play Panharmomicon. Pop Yorion into our hand. So they can kill the Wanderer, but it will use all of their mana. Okay, interesting that they go after the Panharmonicon instead. Okay, so we will naught. We will then we will play Elesh Norn. So we're beginning to go off a little here, but they do have 5 cards in hand, so let's see what they can do. Okay, Kaya's Wrath, fair enough. Let's make another Samurai. Okay, see if you can deal with this. They can with a Field of Ruin. Okie doke. Fair enough. Grab an island. But they are going to start running out of road if they can't answer this Wanderer soon. Okay, just Yorion, that's fine. Sure thing. So we will send their Yorion away. Okay, good one. Interesting deck our opponent's playing. I like what they're doing, but ultimately we were just able to outvalue them a little there. So let's bring in the rest in pieces against their flashback, Dovan's Veto. Let's take out Thought-Knot Seer. It gets too easily killed. And I think one... Actually, no, let's take out 2 Reflector Mages. Put in another portable hole. Yeah. So yeah, interesting game one. The Wanderer there did a hell of a lot of work. You know, if you can get it on the board, and it sticks around. It's just an absurdly powerful card. I think I've described it as absurdly powerful 3 or 4 times already in this video. I'll come up with the new adjectives. Unreasonable, outrageously, if effervescent. No, I don't think that even works. Anyway, oh good, thank God they finished sideboarding, otherwise it would have just been me rambling on for even longer. we will say yes. Can't play the apparition at the moment, but now we can. Such a good addition to the format, these lands. I've said this a lot, and the artwork on these is just great. Okay, they can take away one of our things. Maybe the prince here. Take out our early play. However, we do now have a spirited companion to play. Okay, another prince, that's good. So we're just moving up the curve of our value creatures at the moment. None of our big payoffs yet, but we'll see what happens. Treacherous Blessing, okay. So let's attack, play prince, blink the dog, bring the dog back, draw. Okay, so we've got interaction for days, but let's see what they do. I'm interested if they're actually playing stacks. Is there a Doom foretold in this deck? I don't know. Okay, go blank is fine. We will ditch a land and one of our apparitions. So let's attack with Prince. Sure thing. So they're building up to a Kaya's Wrath, but we will play Panharmomicon. Okay, Vanishing Verse instead, that's fine. Okay, I've got an answer for our Panharmonicon, that's okay. So instead we will attack here, play Cloud Blazer, draw 2. Okay, into another Cloud Blazer, that's pretty fruity. Okay, Kaya's Wrath, cool, cool. They are taking a lot of damage off their Treacherous Blessing here, though. So let's play another. Okay, Panharmonicon number 2. Okay, they are going full ham on their Treacherous Blessings. Let's see what it can do for them, but they are going to take 2 damage every time they play something now. Okay, Archon's a good one. But unfortunately, cannot get around the apparition. Okay, good game. So yeah, we really went off there. So yeah, that is Elesh, Norn, Panharmonicon. Very fun deck to play. Struggled a bit in that second match, I think, largely because the deck wasn't running enough land, but I think that became less of a problem when we put in the 2 extra lands. So ultimately, the deck list has ended up being quite substantially different to the one which I posted a few days ago, but I will update the deck list on Moxfield just to reflect that. So a reminder again, the changes are another Eternal Wanderer, another Elesh Norn, 2 more Henge Gate pathways, and I've taken out all 3 of the Glasspaw Mimics and 1 3-bit Inspector. And this is the final form of the deck. As I say, it's been a lot of fun to play. I will come back to this and perhaps try it with Urza as well, because it's just, I'd struggle to get bored of playing this because when it goes off, it's just so much fun. So thank you for watching. As ever, please leave any comments you have, like, subscribe. I've been really enjoying the feedback and the interaction that I'm getting on these videos. Hopefully having someone doing a bit more Explorer content, because I know there's not a huge amount of it out there, is good. And yeah, I will see you again for the next one very soon, where we'll be playing boats, Gruul boats with Sword of Fortune Frontier. So I'm looking forward to that. So see you then.